Kyle, how are you going? I know I've been gone for a while, about 4 weeks. I took off in totally unexpected holiday that I wasn't expecting to take, but I just needed a bit of a break and a breather. When I finished the November and December round, I just impromptu took 4 weeks off. But I'm back now. We are going to do the 2024 predictions for the year for each sign, breaking it down. One of my cats had kittens, and yeah, very cute, but it's been very exhausting. That's probably another reason I took an extended leave off, because I've been a bit busy looking after munchkins, and thank God she only had to, because yeah, it's hectic. I might show you at the end. Yeah, it's running amok at the moment. Anyway, we are going to do each of the signs' 2024 predictions. Actually, I didn't start my spiel, did I? Let's start again. Hi, how you going? Welcome to another round with me, Redsky, here on Righteous Readings, where I give righteous readings to you guys, my beautiful avid viewers, and I hope you're having an exceptional December, as we are very close now to Christmas and New Year. But we're going to skip ahead now, forward in time to 2024. We're going to break it down into blocks of the 4 quarters of the year, which I will break down to the month, and then we'll look at very closely each month for each sign. Now for this one, guys, I really would appreciate it if you would look at your rising signs. That will help you a lot. But of course, these messages will attain to any of your placements: Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mercury. So just keep that in mind. But if it's not resonating for the sign that you're looking at, like your Sun, please look at your Rising, okay, guys? Because especially with the predictions for the year ahead, it really does correlate a lot to the Rising rather than your other placements. But everyone's different, so you'll know if the message is for you, and if it is, that's the one for you. Okay, 2024. I've got to admit, I think part of the reason as well I took time off is because I've not been overly zealous, let's say, in wanting to know what next year has in store. Myself personally, because 2023 was such a sea of a year for me. But it's taken me a little while to realise that just because I have the worst year ever doesn't mean that everyone else did, and doesn't mean that next year will be a better one for me necessarily. But it's taken me a little while to digest that thought and actually want to proceed with these particular readings. But I do content for my viewers, not for myself, obviously. So with that in mind, that's why we're here, and we are going to continue. Now, I haven't picked up a deck in about 4 weeks, guys, which is a very long time for me. And I feel a little bit in awe by all the decks in front of me by which we can choose. Now, I did promise you last year, well, this year, whatever, that we're going to use a new deck for the star sign placements, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So I'm going to get out them, and we're going to pick the first sign to go, which amazingly, Taurus. So Taurus placements, this is going to be your 2024 predictions for the year that's about to come in. Capabilities. Let's do use. Oh, these cards are beautiful. Absolutely splendid. Astro cards, very nice. Okay. Just give me a few moments to prepare, find a deck. Let's bang out a year that's yet to be. Can't wait. Okay, Taurus, for the main part of the reading, we are going to use Game of Thrones, but I will go through and clarify the placements to get more in-depth messages as we look at the months individually. So So this will take a few moments. Just be patient. It will come through. Okay. So we're looking at Taurus placements now. In placements for the year 2024. The first quarter of 2024. We're looking at January, February, and March. What's coming into placements of Taurus for January, February, and March of 2024 year? January, February, and March of 2024 for Taurus. The year's starting off good for you guys. The Sun. I feel like this is going to be the year of Taurus. If you're a Taurus placement, any placement, I feel like this is going to be the coming in of the fruitation, the coming in of your time. It's Taurus's time. Let's look at the second quarter now, which of course contains messages for April, May, and June. Taurus's birthday month as well. April, May, and June 2024. What's coming for Taurus of April, May, and June of 2024? April. Ooh, strong card there. Ace of Swords. Ooh, followed by something quite fearful. Okay, third quarter now. This is, of course, June, July, and August of 2024. June, July, and August. July, August. Ooh. I'm going to round it out with the last quarter, which is, of course, September, October. Hang on. It's October, November, and December. Probably looking at now. Don't mind me. The cards know what they're doing, even if I don't. Okay, I just need a little bit more room here because this is quite tight even for me. Let's move this over, and the final quarters can go over here. I got too much shit in my way, as always. Fourth quarter is very interesting. So we had 2 coin cards come through, pentacle cards. Wow. The whole underlying energy for the year of 2024 for Taurus so far is that Judgment card. It's all about judgment this year. It's about atoning. It's about taking responsibility, not just yourself, but those around you, holding accountability and really, you know, judgment's more than just atoning for things that you've done. It's not only taking responsibility for past indiscretions or situations and choices, but it's about holding yourself in a power of control and nobility in the way of responsibility and acceptance. Not just for your part, but others, even if they're not willing to. It's like, for example, you leave a relationship, but they never say to you it's over. And you've been waiting for that, you know, that clear-cut message of it's done. This is not needing that. This is saying, I'm going to take that role or that responsibility and take on that outcome myself, good, bad, or ugly. It's really rising up. Really taking note of things that have passed. Whether you want to or not. I feel like this is really the year of learning the lessons and reaping the rewards. Taurus, I think you've gone through a lot in past years. 2024 is sort of giving you the opportunity now to sort of say, whoa, that happened. But I can either bend, break, or build. And you're deciding to build rather than bend or break. And I like that. Let's briefly look at these cards now, but I'm going to go through and clarify. So don't get too bogged down because the messages could change as we rotate through these messages. So let's just briefly look at the first quarter, which is January, February, March. So January we had the Sun, February we had the Chariot reverse, and March we had the Knight of Coins reverse. So the first quarter straight away says to me, you've got a lot of abundance, the Sun, at the start of the year. The new year bringing new developments, new things on the horizon, new things coming into view, new things coming into light. January is really about the start of it, and it's so much more than just the start. You're kicking this off with an absolute bang. There's a lot of thankfulness, a lot of, that's my stomach, excuse me, I'm hungry. There is a lot of things to be thankful for. Coming into February, Chariot reverse, Cancer's major. Could be having issues with Cancer, or Cancer could be somewhere around you in February. But this is pulling back the reins. It's like a lot of things that were meant to happen or you were planning to happen from that January aren't coming into fruition or are falling apart. There's cancellations of plans which may make you feel like you're stumbling a bit. As we head into March, the end of the first quarter, the Knight of Coins reverse, this is you going completely stagnant, pulling back to the point of in Rita, pulling back to the point where there's no movement. March is very much a time for Taurus to take haste, pull back, reflect. It's the month of reflection, I feel. You want to get your perspectives right. You want to get your ducks in a row. To do that, you need time. The Pentacle card is a lot about time. Maybe you're feeling like you're lacking in it. Maybe you feel like you've wasted it. Or maybe you feel like you need to better manage it. But until you work out what you need to do, you're just in a state of in-reading. You're not going nowhere. You're beyond stagnant. You're non-moving. Let's look at the second quarter now, which contains messages for April, May, and June. April, Ace of Swords. May, Eight of Cups. June, the Wheel of Fortune reverse. The second quarter is going to be your toughest, I feel, Taurus. April, your birthday month. This is moving forward with a great deal of force. Your intellect and your communicative skills are on point, and something here is starting to seed, flourish, or begin. That is really putting you in a position of higher knowledge, higher perception, or higher understanding. This is also having the force and the, for lack of better speech, balls to do it. The balls are balling up, and they're deciding that they want to move forward now in April. It's the pinnacle change where the intellect takes over. May, you've come to some realizations. Eight of Cups. Some things have to be let go of. Some things are not worth the investment anymore. 8 is not 10. 8 is not what we came here for. And we're not going to put no more effort into that. This is really coming to the realization that some things have to go. It's just not worth trying anymore. June, Wheel of Fortune reverse. Now this is feeling like maybe bad luck is on your side. Things may be coming out of sequence. Or you may just feel like you're always getting snake eyes every time you throw the dice. It's like, why is the heavens forsaken me? Why is nothing aligning for me? Why is no luck shining its good graces upon me in June? I feel like it's not all that doom and gloom. It's just a hard perception to take in June. You're halfway through the year, you're having a lot of expectations, I think, of this year. And halfway through, you're reflecting upon that lack of growth, lack of movement, or maybe just being a bit hard on yourself about how far you've come so in such due diligent time. I think this is typical Taurus stubbornness. Try to ease up on yourself, not be so hard on yourself. Third quarter now. July, August, September. July. 6 of Cups. Nostalgia. July is all about nostalgia and remembering things long since past, times, people no longer with us, all memories that are now long since fading into the background of our mind's eye. This is remembrance. I feel like for some of you may have had a passing, whether this year or the year before, 2023. But this is about the reflection of the memories of this person, place, or thing, and remembering them wholeheartedly. I feel like you can finally remember them without weeping. Remember this with fondness rather than fear. It's an almighty thing to do. Not the easiest either. August. The Page of Spears reverse, which is your wands. Page of Wands reverse is someone that can be a little bit eccentric to the point of over the topness. The Page of Wands is my boy George. He is eccentric. He is very niched in his own individual looks. He's, quite a trendsetter or individual through some sort of niche thing that they do. Whether it's an aesthetic, whether it's the way they talk, or whether it's the way they carry themselves. When it's reversed, it's sort of lacking a little bit in that skill to be able to carry it off, lacking in the ability to own it, I guess you could say. It's like shying away from your destiny or your purpose. September, Two of Coins, Pentacles. September is all about trying to have the agility to handle your money matters. A Lannister always pays his debts, is what's written on this card. And I think that's what September's about. Paying down debt, paying your portion, trying to right your credit balance, or just trying to right the balance in general. September is a massive turning point where things start to really shape how this year is going to be portrayed to you, especially through financial means and or work. The fourth and final quarter is very interesting because they're all inverted. October, November and December for Taurus is going to be very fucking interesting. Here's why. October. Four of Coins reverse, Four of Pentacles. This is not cleaving hold of your money. This is pissing around like water. After trying to pay down this debt in September, in October, you're like, fuck it, I've got to relieve some steam. I've got to open my wallet. I've got to let the moths out, and I've got to do something. I feel like in October, you may actually find something you want to invest in or want to put your money into. It's like something that you feel that really will pay dividends or will really bring a good return. It's like finding a hedge fund that's like got the best interest. It's like, sign me up, Scotty. What the fuck is that? November. Ace of Coins reverse. November, we've still got thunder and lightning going on out there. I don't know, 4 days straight, it's crazy shit. November is about things that you thought would be prosperous not coming in, not taking seed, not taking fruitation. Excuse me. I feel like this is in direct link to that October, saying that you wanted to put money into maybe not paying dividends off like you were hoping. There's not a shilling to spare. I'm hearing there's not a shilling to spare. You may be feeling like you've lost more than what you've gained, or that something just fell apart. December 2024. Taurus. Page of Cups reversed. Again with this page is reversed. This is lacking in the ability or the want to give emotion. Pulling back, wanting to give away any skill or learn any skill around your emotions. I feel like December next year is going to be extremely hard for you. I feel like you're going to be missing someone or something. This lacking puts a lot of strain on you. I feel like the fourth quarter is really difficult. This October, November, December of 2024. I feel like it also comes with a lot of reflection of the year in general. And the fact that even though it wasn't a bad year, it was a developmental and intuitionally building year. We learned some lessons, we had some laughs, but we had some cost to pay for those abilities and or opportunities. Oh, that's my stomach, my God. Alright, we've done our breath analogy, let's go back through. Let's clarify a bit further the Taurus. Let's look further at Taurus 2024. Yeah, Seven of Cups reverse. You know what you want. You've picked it. You know it well. It was a decision you made, and you decided to go with it. Five of Cups reverse. Seven of Cups reverse and Five of Cups reverse. The all-over message for this year is, yeah, you chose it. But it's going to take some healing to bring it into its full flourishment. There's healing to be done. You picked what you wanted. Now it comes with some strings attached, but some shit that needs to be dealt with. This year's a lot about the emotions, I want to say. The emotions for Taurus. Another cup card, Two of Cups reverse. This could be an ending of a relationship, a unionship, a long time one, or a marriage. Three cup cards. 7, the 5, and the 2, all inverted. 7, 5, and 2, I think they're important numbers for you for this year, or it could correlate to the months of the year. The 2nd being February, the 5th being May, and the 7th being July. February, May, July. Very important months for you. Something about these cards. I feel like emotions are very thick for you this month. Tower reversed. Trying to bring change. Trying to bring in real forceful thunder. There's just no lightning to make it crack. I feel like for some of you, so you were waiting this year to really know what you didn't, to be able to solidify what wasn't, but more importantly, to be able to move forward from what was. And you've tried. In some regards, you have. In others, maybe you haven't. But more importantly, you've learned a lot this year. 2024 is not a wasted year for Taurus, I can tell you that right now. It's not going to be the most easiest. But there is some real matters of the emotional self. I feel like this will really be talking maybe to Taurus moon placements as well, because the emotional moon, the cycles. This is why Judgment, I think, is the underlying energy. because we need to atone. We need to accept, if we ever have hope to change anything in this world, to be ignorant, to not acknowledge, or to not adhere to would be a very big mistake. It's going to be a hard year. To round this off, I reckon we need like an overall message, so let's do that. I hope you're enjoying that thunder in the background. It's noisy as we've had 4 days of it, it's crazy. Okay, overall message for the year 2024 for Taurus. Placements for the year 2024. What message can we give to Taurus for the year of 2024? Taurus for 2024. It's a good one. So your message for 2024 Taurus, which we're going to end the reading on, is the spirit animal, the Roadrunner. Keep your sense of humour and don't take things so seriously. And I think that's a good message for 2024 for you guys. It's so tempting to view life in all of its many manifestations, permeations, variations as something to be taken quite seriously. Yet this is exactly the opposite of what you need to do right now. No matter what the situation, look for the humour in it. It may take time to find something, but if you look for it with this attitude in mind, you begin to see the obscurities and ironies inherent in whatever shows up in your life, even in the seemingly darkest circumstances. Maintaining a healthy sense of humour about most experiences causes you to be lighter in spirit, to smile unabashedly, and to appreciate life that much more. Turn that scold upside down by doing what makes you openly laugh. Of course, there are certain times that require a more serious demeanour. Tragedies or traumatic experiences don't call for cheeriness and humour. When these events occur, appropriate social restrictions apply that demand the expression of emotions congruent with the circumstances. However, these instances are temporary and, like all things, will soon pass. Other than these kinds of situations, life ironies and obscurities abound. Rather than feeling personally victimized by these vulgarities, take a deep breath, see the humour in the situation, and have a good laugh. Why the fuck not? Roadrunner the fuck out of it, like it does to Coyote, and have a good laugh in his face. This card did touch on the need of tragedies and or bad circumstances, and I'm not going to lie to you, Taurus, I did get that vibe throughout this reading too. Something heavy in nature will be needed to be revisited or looked at for the first time. I feel like you're finally ready for it, where you haven't been able to before. This will come with its challenges, and during the time, of course, humour will not be appropriate, but there will come a time when it is. And I would applaud you to openly grab hold of that when the time calls for it. Because I feel like that's what will free you from the darkness, or this hard light that you need to face. Judgment is coming. We know judgment by the judgment we put upon ourselves and others, for we judge ourselves more harsher than anyone else in this world. keep that in mind for 2024 and don't be so hard on yourselves. I wish you all the very, very best for the year 2024, Taurus. Light and love to each and every single one of you, and I hope to see you again with me, Redsky, here on Righteous Rings in 2025.